Can I ask my lender to take out money from my property while on a fixed rate? Absolutely, Ashley. Yeah, you can do that. It's called a further advance. So if you have a mortgage and you've had it for typically more than 6 months, you can then go back to your lender and ask for a further advance. So they will treat it based on your affordability at that point, and they'll still look at things like how much. So it's called equity. So if you bought something for £100,000 6 months ago and you borrowed 95,000 against it, and 6 months later you try and borrow more money against that house, that's going to be really difficult because there's not enough equity, they call it. So that little difference between what you owe the bank and how much it's valued at, that little gap in there is called equity. Now, the bigger that gap gets, the easier it is to borrow money against that gap, if you like, and by way of typically a further advance. So, Ashley, yes, and that also avoids you breaking the original mortgage contract that you're on. And if you need to borrow extra money for home improvements or whatever, then you can. Usually not a problem, subject to affordability.